Engage our taxpayers, particularly the micro and small taxpayers. And we're engaging them because of the feedback we get from them, that we have not been engaging them as much as they'd want us to engage them. So we're here today to get more of their responses, tell them of the plans that we have for them, what we have organized for them. And some of these plans is that we have come up with very many simplified solutions that are available for our taxpayers to be able to make it easier for them to pay taxes. Keeping records, having the use of e-teams was discussed today, how you keep the records for e-teams, how you make daily payments, how you access our systems, how has it been made easier for them to access our system, using various platforms, including the USSD, including the web solutions, all that we made it available for them to discuss. And also we got a feedback from them. They told us many things. The first thing they told us, of course, obviously, is that they are committed to pay taxes for this country. Some of them even came forward and even gave us ideas on how to make sure that it is easier for them to pay tax. And we are happy about that. They also told us feedback about the challenges they have for payment of taxes. And all this we took together so that we can be able to make sure that we make it easier for them to comply and pay tax into the future. So it was a very good engagement, very good engagement. And one of the key things they told us is to make sure that we change and offer them services. So we change the way we handle our matters from the enforcement side to the making sure that we offer services to them. And that is the line we are taking, to support them, make it easier for them to pay taxes as opposed to enforcement. Give us options that they think we should be able to do, particularly on the filing for 2025. They've told us about the expenses that they have not taken care of, which were not e-teams compliant, and then we told them how we are facilitating them so that they can be able to file their returns. So overall, it was a very good engagement, and we are happy to continue engaging with the taxpayers in this manner. And this is just part of the engagement we have for Western Kenya. Today we are doing Kisii, tomorrow we are doing Kisumu, we'll be doing Bungoma, all these places, engaging with our taxpayers in this manner. And it is just the start of the engagements that we are going to have as we continue forward. What we have done into the system is to, now people are interacting with the system. So whether you are big or you are small, we are making sure what you interact with the system. If your cells were there, you interact with the system. With the cells, it's going to be validated by the system. If your expenses are there, you're going to interact with the system. Now, that ensures that there's a standard for everyone. We do not have a situation whereby there are some people who are paying and others are not paying. If you have got a good standard, everybody should fall by that standard. And so those are the things we are putting in place. But also, those ones that specifically we have got information about them that are not complying, we put into place mechanism to ensure that they pay. We have got an enforcement mechanism that we put in place. There are issues of penalty and interest if you do not pay, and all those ones follows them. So those are things that we put in place to ensure that everybody pays their tax. So the 3.2 million is the taxpayers who are registered in this region, the Western region, the 3.2 million. In fact, other than Nairobi, Western region has got the next highest number of registered taxpayers in this region. And these taxpayers, we believe if we support them, they will come faster than us enforcing. You know, enforcement also depends on the number of people you have. So you are limited to the number of people, the number of staff you have to be able to go out. But if we support them and we give them support in every way, then you have got chances for them to come forward, many of them. And that's why we are passing this message. If we meet many more people, like today we had very many people here, you saw, that we engaged. Everybody has got a message about payment of taxes, and they have understood that it is easier to comply than not to comply. Because if you don't comply and then later you are caught, you've got to pay back taxes. So you go to pay taxes for 3, 4 years or 5 years that have passed. It is too high. You'd rather pay today and get the right rate of tax, and you pay, and you have complied. So it's easier to comply now than to wait and pay back taxes in the past. And so that is the message you are passing through. And you are passing to all our taxpayers to ensure that they drive compliance of tax by doing the activities in line with the thinking of what tax is required for them to do, and then they do it in the right time. More services and then get the outcome, which is revenue collection. So we are not looking of a big budget to change from A to S. No. Service must be seen. must be seen by the way you serve people, by the way you give them options, by the way you support them in everything they do. That is the way it's supposed to be. It is just not an act of just changing. So we are focused to do that, and we are focused to ensure that we touch each and every part of the country in this process that we are doing.
Today has been a very great day for SMEs, that is small and medium enterprises, in the region of the western region, where Kisii, Migori, and Nyamira and other counties are involved. We've received KRA commissioners, and we are happy. There are a number of things that they've assured us that they intend to do, which will make our remittances of taxes and giving our annual returns to be a little bit easier. One of the facts that the commissioner mentioned, the e-teams did not capture all expenses of schools. Mostly I'm talking of schools because I'm from that field in 2025. So they're going to look into that, on how that balance is going to be engaged. The other thing we thank them is they've come to the ground, they've come closer to the people, they've talked to business people, and we want more and more of such engagement so that we get their services. However, there are some terminologies they use that will allow them to change, like from KRA to KRS for service, from enforcement to talking to people, because the word enforcement really makes people fear. Talking of compliance, let them say, I am a kujitegemea commissioner instead of a compliance commissioner. Those terminologies usually make people fear, and they see KRA as an enemy instead of seeing them as a friend.
It has come to our realization that it's very good that the KRA people, they have really changed. They have really changed from what it used to be authority, and we are requesting them to be a service provider. Like now, we have been seeing them as askari or as police goons. But now today, with the commissioner of KRA and the Kisii County manager, we have really agreed the following, that when it comes to Kenya Revenue Authority leadership, we need to be friendly, and we need to be a partner, and we need to be people who can make Kenya improve because of the KRA, the need revenue correction. We appreciate the commissioner for KRA, and we appreciate the coming to Kisii. We request him to be going all around such that people can get civic to know KRA is not an enemy, KRA is not an askari, KRA is our rights as Kenyans to pay, but let's also advise these senior people who are evading from paying tax, like governors. They are correcting even from civil servants. They are not even paying statutory bodies. You get that they are remitting from salary, but they are not paying to the Kenya.